We back in this bitch though. What up, YouTube? Hello, 2026. I know I haven't really talked to y'all too much this year. I got to be more consistent with the videos if I want this shit to go anywhere. But man, life's good. I cannot complain. It's halfway through the week right now. We're on a Wednesday, and man, I think things are on the up and up now. I'm working with my old company. Actually, we're working hand in hand with them, and we're partners with them now, and we're actually taking work, not necessarily from them, but work that they might not necessarily be able to provide, and we're coming in, cleaning that up, being the fixer-uppers of everything. So life's coming full circle a little bit when it comes to that end. Getting more and more responsibilities at work. They've been tasking me to do more things, which is great because that means they believe in me, and hopefully down the line that will lead to something good on my end, you know, financially. But can't just do everything in life for a monetary gain. You know, you gotta do shit because, you know, do shit you're true to. And what we're doing is something I could get behind. You know, we're not necessarily saving lives on the front end, but on the back end, you know, all the research that goes into people's cancer tests, blood tests, just everything, you know. We're behind that, you know. We're the ones making sure all that equipment that's being used is proper, it's calibrated, it's up to spec. That way people aren't getting false positives and false negatives. You know, we want to make sure everybody is on the right track with becoming healthier and better, and we're just doing our part. I'm not going to go too much into what we do in particular. I might have in the past, but you know, I don't want to connect the two right now, as I'm my own entity, and I'm representing a brand bigger than myself. I don't necessarily want to connect the two as of now. I don't see why it would be beneficial, but maybe down the line, who knows, get a little bit more traction, have a little bit more following, maybe it could lead to something good. But yeah, man, I've just been trying to maintain, do my part. I went snowboarding last weekend. That was amazing. Shout out to Heavenly Tahoe. I'm damn near the best sloper out there. Y'all need to give me a fucking, y'all need a, what's it called? I don't know what the fuck that, you need to sponsor my shit, because man, I'm saucing fools out there, bro. And know what I hate is when you're on the slopes trying to teach some newbies and shit, and you gotta wait up for them. I wait on the side, you know, but even the side runners and the people trying to do the jumps, they're gonna get salty. But bruh, if you that good, bruh, someone lying down or someone on the ground like 100+ feet in front of you, yo, shit, even 5 feet for shit, I cut up on motherfuckers, you feel me? Little girl falls in front of me, I ain't never gonna be, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of the way. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Number one, we on the slope, so if you fall, you fall, bro. Shut the fuck up and suck it up and get the fuck back up. Shit, when I fall, I'm down for less than 1 second, you feel me? But if I'm waiting for people that are not as skilled and I'm teaching them, shit, I'm gonna wait, bro, because I'm not gonna get split up. And Heavenly is easy to get split up there because there's a lot of different mountain ranges you can go down, and they don't connect. They do connect one way or another, but not directly. And shit, that was something that's annoying, sort of societal type of things. You could tell the people that were getting angered were probably a little bit more hoity-toity, probably got a little bit of money. You know, they're in Tahoe all the time, and they're like, oh, these fucking, I don't know what they call fucking people that aren't that good at snowboarding. They just be hating, bro. And I'm like, bro, first off, you can't talk to me, because I'll really smoke all y'all shit on this, you feel me? Top speed, 50 miles per hour, nothing crazy, but better than half y'all motherfuckers, I promise you that. And with control, I ain't eating shit on that, you feel me? That's full control, snaking down that hill. It's sort of how life is, you know? Like, you can't lean one side too much, you can't lean the other side too much, or you gonna eat shit. You gonna either catch the backside, you're gonna, shit, bro, you're gonna do a scorpion. I seen my boy do a scorpion this weekend, actually. That shit was pretty hilarious. He was not trying to hit his brother, my boy Brian. Shout out my brother Brian, if you're watching this, man. You know, follow my boy on his YouTube too. If he comments down, make sure y'all follow my brother Breezy Bry. He'll be speaking some of the same shit I be speaking, just in different fonts, you know. And I think, yeah, like I was saying, life sort of, you could go one way or another with a lot of the things, but I feel like the best key to life is sort of being in the middle, even keeled, not getting too high, not getting too low. I know I've been victim of that myself, and you can't be a victim, you feel me? You gotta be the controller of your life, controller of your destiny. At the end of the day, we have free will. We're able to make our own decisions, our own choices, whether they're the best ones or not. You sort of got to live with them, you got to lay with them. I got some certain shit I'm dealing with right now that's on the back end of some decisions I've made earlier on, and shit, I can't negate it, I can't get rid of it. It's more just, you got to accept it and see what you could do with the cards you're dealt, you know? Sometimes you're the dealer, sometimes you're just a player. But at the end of the day, you could choose if you want to fucking hit another card, you feel me? Shit, you want to stand, you want to hold, that's all up to you, you feel me? And ain't nobody losing money but you. So sort of like life. I've been trying to, you know, especially with the political landscape we're in right now, everything's crazy. I mean, I voted for Trump, but this dude's fucking insane. There's a lot of shit going on I don't necessarily agree with. The Venezuela fucking, I think we touched on that last time, the Venezuela takeover, I guess you could say. It's in the midst right now, and people are happy as of right now. Even Venezuelans, my bad if I butchered that, but they're happy that they're getting rid of their dictator and have a new regime. But I've seen the story far too many times, you know, out with the old, in with the new. It's the same shit though, you feel me? The pipes don't get replaced, just the toilet. So they try to paint it like it's something good that we're doing. We're looking out for the people of Venezuela, democracy, blah blah blah. But man, we all know what it's really about. It's about that oil. Who doesn't want all that oil? And then my mom's saying, but if we don't do it, Russia and China's gonna do it, this and that. And I've seen this story too many times, bro. I'm pretty sure the same shit was happening in Iraq and Afghanistan back in the days when we was, you know, going in there. At first the people were happy. Once reality sits in and they realize that shit, a new government's coming in and doing the same shit, man, we just paint it to look nice. I'm gonna stop the video for now. I'm gonna start it back up once I'm inside. I don't want to dox myself too hard more than I already have. Back in this bitch, you feel me? Had to clear my bowels, but yeah, real shit. Now we could double back to what I was saying earlier. I hope I'm wrong about what's going on right now. Like I said, I voted for Trump. I don't fuck what he's doing on the home base. You know, tearing families apart and using so much like force against them. You know, I'm all for, you know, you need a safe border and there's certain degrees to it, but shit, my mom's a immigrant. She came here legally, but I have friends whose parents came here illegally, and I think that doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be here type shit. So that shit's fucked up. But also getting in everybody's territories, getting everybody's business overseas. First Venezuela, I saw him talking about Colombia. I know Denmark, or fucking, what's it called, Greenland is the next target or something like that. So shit, a lot of these places do have a lot of riches in their land when it comes to oils and precious metals. So there's a lot more than just that's a landmass we want to claim. You know, there's dollar signs behind it, and America is built off of that. So good, bad, or indifferent, you know. I don't know, man. It seems like right now we're closest to ever when we've been into World War III. So I hope that doesn't happen. I'm an only son, but I seen some shit online where it's like, if you're only son, good shit, you're going to war. I'm like, damn. So that's been a lie, I guess. But we'll see, man. Gotta not put too much worry and doubt into things you can't control, but it's still good to stay informed of what's going on. Try to make your own assumptions on what's going on. Don't listen to shit I say. Do your own research. Listen to different people, different opinions, different sides of the spectrum. Like I said before, I think that's a big thing we're missing right now in America. Conversation. People are either afraid to have conversation or they just don't know how to do it. They can't do it without putting their emotions to the side. You know, everybody just talks with their emotions. Nobody's using facts, and people will like shame and point the finger when you don't agree with everything they say necessarily, or they don't agree everything you say, and it's like, all right, bro, like we can't get nowhere like this. You know, we gotta bounce ideas off of each other, see maybe where we're lacking in some things, and put other people on the things they're lacking on. You know, uh, a fool is only a fool thinks he knows everything. You know, we all got different ideas in that cranium, and we got to use that shit, and we got to come together, see what the fuck's going on ain't right, see the fucked up shit that's going on, and even then, you know, if we're on different sides of the spectrum, doesn't mean you got to hate one another. Doesn't mean you got to lead with anger and darkness. You know, you could see different views from one another and still get along, still break bread, still eat food at the same table. Uh, I know growing up in a big Filipino family, I got a lot of people that I love personally that I might not see eye to eye on certain things. And as I grew up older, maybe see more eye to eye on certain aspects of life. But even still, we don't have the same beliefs, I would say, and that don't mean I fucking hate them. Like I'd be crazy to say that. Like I'd be stupid to let someone's views on certain aspects of life make me not enjoy the love that I get from them, you know? And I'm very big on family, so I'm not ever the type that's gonna change up on my family because of a fucking vote. That's for sure. Like that ain't me. That ain't me, champ. Uh, but shit, it's been a long video. I think I'm gonna come up to a close here. I want to start getting a little bit, you know, I love talking about political shit. I love talking about conspiracies, but I also want to talk about other shit that interests me. You know, we got the NFL playoffs right now. Me personally, I think Bills Rams Super Bowl, and I would like the Bills to win. And I think they got the talent to do it. Defense is solid, and they got the quarterback that can make any play, and he's a fucking dog. So we'll see, man. Another episode, Dabby Zach. I'm out.